Good day. How are you doing? In this lesson, you will recognize and identify the different colors in the color wheel and the concepts of value and intensity. And to achieve this, here are the following objectives. 1. Recognize the different groups of colors as primary, secondary, tertiary, and neutral. 2. Identify the three qualities or dimensions of colors as hue, value, and intensity. And 3. Realize that the choice of colors gives the mood and feelings to an artwork. For our learning target, I can recognize and identify the different colors in the color wheel and the concepts of value and intensity. For our art attack, the colors around the prism, the color wheel, color value, intensity, cool and warm, and let's check. Observe the picture. Can you imagine a world without colors? What does it feel like? Let's talk about it. Share your thoughts. Give 3 reasons why colors are important. Share 2 ways on how do you apply colors in life. And give the feelings you felt when using colors, or when applying it. So, what is color? Color is an element consisting of hues, of which there are 3 properties: hue, chroma, or intensity, and value. Color is present when light strikes an object, and it is reflected back into the eye, a reaction to a hue arising in the optic nerve. In the 1660s, English physicist and mathematician Isaac Newton began a series of experiments with sunlight and prisms. He demonstrated that clear white light was composed of 7 visible colors. He is the first to understand the rainbow. He refracts white light with a prism, resolving it into its component colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue and violet. Artists were fascinated by Newton's clear demonstration that light alone was responsible for color. His most useful idea for artists was his conceptual arrangement of colors around the circumference of a circle. What we all know now is the color wheel. There are 2 kinds of colors: the additive and subtractive. The additive color mixing is creating a new color by a process that adds one set of wavelengths to another set of wavelengths. When we add all of the different wavelengths of sunlight, we see white light rather than many individual colors. Light colors are called additive colors. On the other hand, the color of pigments and inks are subtractive. Subtractive colors are made of light that's already passed through material. Painters can combine several colors to make black paint. Hue is the descriptive name of colors. Hue refers to the origin of the color we see. It is also known as pure colors. Color theory is a practical combination of art and science that's used to determine what colors look good together. The color wheel was invented in 1666 by Isaac Newton, who mapped the color spectrum onto a circle. The color wheel is the basis of color theory because it shows the relationship between colors. Colors that look good together are called a color harmony. Artists and designers use these to create a particular look or feel. You can use a color wheel to find color harmonies by using the rules of color combinations. Color combinations determine the relative positions of different colors in order to find colors that create a pleasing effect. Primary colors. The RBY color wheel. Primary colors are colors that can be mixed from other colors. There are 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. Secondary colors are colors that result from mixing 2 primary colors. Tertiary colors, daughter colors made by combining a secondary color with a primary color. There are 6 tertiary colors. Neutral means without color. Neutral colors don't usually show up on the color wheel. Neutral colors include black, white, gray, and sometimes brown and beige. They are sometimes called earth tones. When we mix a hue with a black or white color, we will get its color value. Value is the lightness or darkness of a hue, and it is changed by adding black or white to a color. A tint is created by adding white to a base hue, lightening the color. This can make a color less intense and is useful when balancing more vivid color combinations. A tint is sometimes also called pastel, but to be precise, color theory defines a true tint as any hue or mixture of pure colors with only white added. A tint lightens the color, but it doesn't make it brighter. Even though the color may appear brighter, in actual fact, it is not. In other words, it remains exactly the same color, only a paler version. A tone is created by combining black and white, or gray, with a base hue. Like tints, tones are subtler versions of the original color. Tones are less likely to look pastel, and can reveal complexities not apparent in the base color. Color theory defines a true tone as any hue, or mixture of pure colors with only gray added. To be precise, this definition considers gray as truly neutral. In other words, there are no additional pigments in the gray other than white plus black. Too much gray dulls the color so much, it becomes impossible to get the brilliance back. A shade is created by adding black to a base hue, darkening the color. This creates a deeper, richer color. Shades can be quite dramatic and can be overpowering. Color theory defines a true shade as any pure hue or mixture of pure colors with only black added. A shade darkens the color. It remains the same hue, only a darker version. A shade can range from slightly darker than your original color all the way to nearly black with barely any of the color mixed in. Intensity takes a look at how bright or dull a color is, how vibrant the colors would be. Intensity is adjusted by adding additional colors to the pure hue. A color can be made less intense by adding gray to the color. Hues can only degrade in intensity. In other words, additional colors cannot be added to a hue to make them more intense. Each color that is added to a pure hue decreases its intensity. Intensity, also referred to as saturation or chroma. Saturation is the intensity or purity of the color. The color wheel can also be divided into warm and cool colors. The warmth or coolness of a color is also known as its color temperature. The color combinations found on a color wheel often have a balance of warm and cool colors. According to color psychology, different color temperatures evoke different feelings. For example, warm colors are said to bring to mind coziness and energy, while cool colors are associated with serenity and isolation. Warm colors are the colors from red through to yellow. These colors are said to bring to mind warmth like the sun. Cool colors are the colors from blue to green and purple. These colors are said to bring to mind coolness like water. Remember, Value and intensity can be exploited together to create desired illusions in drawings and paintings. Areas or objects that are receiving light will be lighter in value. Conversely, areas that are not in light or in shadow will be darker in value. Areas or objects that are receiving light are typically more intense in hue, while areas or objects in shadow are sometimes less intense chromatically. The illusion of distance or space in a color drawing or painting can also easily be created using value.